So we just got done watching Faces of Death, and it's only just to be prepared for the remake, reboot, reimagining. I have no idea. I haven't really looked too much into it. Coming up pretty soon, and which I am looking forward to the new version of Faces of Death, especially since that I need to watch more of the director's films like Cam and How to Blow Up a Pipeline. So I figured to get prepared for that movie, my girlfriend and I decided to watch the original version of Faces of Death, which we didn't really know anything of. I knew a little bit more than she did. I thought for I gather it's just like a series of vignettes of just like horrific things happening. Um, but I also just didn't really know what this movie purpose was gonna be for those series of vignettes. So we just didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into, but we have seen a lot of pretty disturbing films, pretty messed up films that are clearly just there for shock value. And since that this movie is probably like maybe like one of the oldest ones we have seen together in terms of the films that fit into that category, if that's correct, hon. This is the oldest film we've seen of this category.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not the oldest film we've seen, but yeah.
Yep, yeah. Nosferatu looking at you. But yeah, in case yeah, it's just about a doctor narrating for his research about the many faces of death, and we just see like basically how people can die in multiple possibilities. That basically anything is endless. You could die from anything. You could die from this, that, all that jazz. So before we dive into it, what do you think?
The movie sucked. Boring. I was not happy with the beginning at all.
Yeah, as you don't people haven't seen it. The beginning of the movie does like involve like cruelty to animals essentially in very horrific ways.
Yes.
And my girlfriend does get bothered by that. For me personally, I do think it was probably like the most interesting part, just because like it did give me some form of reaction out of the film, because I'm just like shocked and just like appalled. I'm like, this is like kind of like very like, well, I wouldn't say nerving is the right word, but conceptually unnerved. But then the movie just kind of like steers away from that and just kind of focuses more on like, well, like I said before, the many methods that anyone can die. Basically, like an old version of 1001 Ways to Die.
It was horrible.
um, it was, it was a complete slogfest of a film. We were so fucking bored watching this piece of shit, god awful film, and
I think we both fell asleep at some point.
well, I definitely fell asleep for like maybe like a few seconds.
I was definitely longer than a few seconds.
Really? Did I fell asleep?
For me, I was.
Oh.
But I think.
I didn't care if you fell asleep or not. I was just like, I was so out of it.
I feel like you were. I think we were about the same.
Okay. It just like, and like there are, when you're watching like these like methods, like how people die, you could definitely tell there are some points it feels very fake. And the way it can come across as unintentionally funny, but it's not a lot. But and then there are some that you could tell are real. But
yeah, I was surprised at how like I think almost all the animal ones were real.
Except for the monkey. I think
at the table, yeah.
The monkey one.
That one wasn't real.
The monkey one felt like the most like, okay, I don't think that one really happened, but I could be wrong. But I have no idea. We haven't really looked into the movie yet. I'm sure she's probably looking up on Wikipedia and seeing which one's real, which one's not. And it just like, and it doesn't really help that maybe I would have been more interested in this movie if the narrator wasn't so monotonous or monotone about what he had to say. And the thing is, he's trying to come across as like philosophical, but like, I don't know, like examples like, is cancer a man-made disease, or their transportation, like have we create our own sense of monster. Just kind of like ask these questions, but doesn't really leave much of an impact. It's just there just to make it seem like it's smarter than it really is, but it's really not.
No, they try to make it sound too sophisticated, and in reality, you just like at one point I was like, that doesn't even make sense. What are you talking about?
Like there were some points I was like, okay, that's a good point, but what's your purpose?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say about this saying? And they don't really answer it. Or if anything, it just kind of leaves you just scratching your head or roll your eyes or just be like, okay, like I'd rather do literally anything else than watch this movie. Which is why I told my girlfriend that I'm glad I'm watching this with her and not by myself, because I would struggle watching this movie. It would take me like way longer than it needs to be for this movie. Because when I was getting really bored, I was like, okay, how long is this movie? I checked the runtime. I was very surprised it was longer than an hour 40 minutes. I thought seems like the type of movie that should be like an hour and 10 minutes at least. Like August Underground was better than this shit. All of them. Even the second one, hun, is better than this movie.
I'm sure there's a lot that are better than this movie.
Like this is like I don't know, like I kind of rather watch the one that shall not be named than watch this shit.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, because it wasn't. Cause the thing is, I think with that movie, it's like it just wasn't boring. I mean, it's boring, but there's at least some good parts in the movie, at least conceptually wise. There's nothing really good about this movie, like on a conceptual.
I mean, it was consistent.
Yeah, this one was more consistently boring. There's really nothing like it wants to showcase other than just horrific events, and you kind of just left to your interpretation of whether or not this is real, which one's real and which one's not. But by the end of it, I just kind of just didn't really fucking care. We didn't care about this movie. We basically just tried what we can to make fun of the movie or make fun of the title. But by the end point, what?
Yeah.
But by the end of it, we just got so tired. Watch this movie. I felt so angsty. I felt so like get me out of here mindset. I fucking was like.
It's easier to pay attention to a movie in history class than it was for this one.
Like, this is definitely. It's just. There's just really not much purpose to the movie. I do not really know what this movie is trying to say, other than, yeah, you can die from anything. But I feel like people knew that.
Yeah, I mean, everything around us can kill us.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it.
We did. I mean, like, the one thing that was like...
Yeah, in the beginning.
Beginning, yes, and the guy with the parachute.
Yeah, that one was real.
That one was like, okay, that actually was, like, kind of crazy. Like, the train didn't really feel real. The vehicle was not real. The airplane was fucking dumb as shit.
The stunt one could have been real.
The stunt one could have, but I don't think so, just because I think it's just, like, movie magic.
I know the alligator one was not.
The alligator was phony as shit.
The alligator was really stupid.
Yeah, it's just the only ones, like, the ones I just felt very consistent in terms of, like, showing, like, horrific things are just animals. But, like, really?
Mm-hmm.
What? Animals? Are you serious? Yeah, of course it's gonna get your reaction, but, like...
PETA's gonna use it as advertisement.
Yeah, no kidding. And the fact that there's, like, more than 5 of this series... Like, there's so many Faces of Death movies. I do not know how many there are.
Do they get progressively worse? Do they get more detailed? Or is it the same thing every time?
There was, like, a sequel that's, like, kind of unrelated to Faces of Death. And they actually, like, showed, like, more, like actual deaths for, I gather. I think one involved, like, a shooting. But I'm not 100% sure. It's just... Like, if it wasn't for the remake or reimagining coming out, I was never gonna watch this movie.
I just pray that the new one actually is better.
It looked better from the trailer.
Documentary.
It looked better it looked better in the trailer than the whole movie we just watched. At least it actually like had our attention. We're like, ooh, what the heck is this? This looks interesting. Because it looked like it's like, well, from my projection, it just looks like it's diving into like the effect on people who have watched Face of Death and use it to their own sense of like satisfaction needs because they're huge fans of the movie. Which sounds like a very interesting concept from like a meta perspective.
Yeah.
Like how like media like influences people in a way. And when something like this movie being like super niche and obscure, unless you're like a diehard fan of horror films or something like that, you wouldn't even know about this movie, I feel like. And
I mean, I've never heard of it.
man, I've heard of it because it was just one of those movies that was on the list of like the most disturbing films of all time. And it was not.
I don't get it. I don't get how it would have been because it's not disturbing.
Like, I'd rather watch like a movie, an experimental film about a guy having sex with a pig and the pig gets pregnant or whatever. I'd rather watch.
10 times worse.
What's up?
That's 10 times worse.
Yes, but it's not real. That one's not real.
Yeah.
I'd much rather watch that than this. I much rather watch The One That Shall Not Be Named than this. I don't think it's worse than Where the Dead Go to Die. I think that one still is pretty fucking bad. That Aftermath short film we seen, I much rather watch than this. That one's at least just short. Where does it rank for you in terms of like the disturbing films we're seeing for Faces of Death?
This is nothing. To be honest with you, I was so bored.
Do you think it's worse than The One That Shall Not Be Named?
No.
It's just...
That one is still the one that shall not be named for a reason.
Okay, what about Where Did They Go to Die?
No, I think that one was worse.
Okay, at least there's that. So it's like kind of like bottom three then. Unless there's like some movies that are worse than this.
Pinocchio.
What?
Pinocchio was worse. I don't know what to throw up.
Wait, are you talking about the Disney movie?
No. The Asian one.
Oh! That's right. I forgot about that. I remember you hated that movie and I thought it was actually not that bad.
That one's worse.
I'm trying. That one like Pinocchio was like the Disney one. That one was so over my head.
No.
Yeah, I do think it's like definitely in the bottom tier for me personally, just because, like you said, it's just such a nothing film that maybe could have been like an interesting concept of just the exploration of death, but it does it in the most repetitive, monotonous, and nonsense approach that with these footage that are real, it leaves little to no effect on us because we weren't really caring about what was going on in this movie. So if we don't care about this movie as it goes on, what makes you think I'm gonna be interested like later on unless they do something like totally out of left field?
I think I really was wanting more like a doctor going through death, but in like an August Underground style.
I just thought it was
in
gonna
the basement, an amateur doctor, and like, you know, this is one way that somebody can die, or this is another way somebody can die, you know? Not to sound morbid or anything, but like the torture for science.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm in it, because I know it's all fake.
Yeah.
But that's what I think I was wanting.
It just felt like a complete waste of time for us that we could have been watching like literally anything. We could have been watching the Ryan Gosling.
No.
Really? You're saying you don't want to, you rather not watch that than this?
I mean, there's way other things.
I'm sure there are, but there's gotta be like films out there that I feel like does a way better of the exploration of death than this movie. Because, I mean, you can like say like I mean, yeah, the VHS movies, like, they have their own, like, exploration, like, themes that lead to, like, certain deaths or something like that. That could be, like, interesting.
Yeah, literally, 1,000 Ways to Die.
True. Or Dumb Ways to Die.
Yeah.
That's, like, more of, like, a quote-unquote entertaining approach to it.
I think that was way better.
Just, a lot of things are better than this. Do you think it's one of the worst movies you've ever seen?
It's up there.
It's up there. I know it's not the worst film I've seen, but it's probably up there. It's like one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
It's within the least the 20.
It's just nothing. There's nothing good about this movie. The music is inappropriately used.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Like, oh, we're killing a monkey. Let's have a jingle, and then, oh, we're falling out of a burning building.
If it's trying, and it's
let's do a belly dance song.
It's just like, and I think someone said like it's like maybe that the movie has like a dark sense of humor to it. There's maybe one with that doctor said like this could have been prevented if they all had common sense, or something like that, and like maybe that made us like smile, but that's like 1 second.
Yeah.
So it was just like I almost like forgot about it until like I started like thinking about this movie. So maybe that's like one faint of praise, like you grab straws out of it. But it just feels like a nothing kind of movie that I'm just like, what's the purpose of this movie? What do you hope to gain out of this movie? Because if you're trying to like figure out, oh, like what is it like to know about the exploration of death, you're not gonna get that because it feels so ineffective.
No.
And if you're gonna show like, oh my god, like people are being like inhumane towards animals, I've also seen better, even if like it may seem like shock for shock value. I have seen movies or at least a documentary that is better in terms of the inhumane treatment of animals than this one does. And if it wants to be like a dark comedy in terms of exploring death, like I said, like maybe like there are other ones that I feel like are better. I don't know what, but I'm sure there's ones that are better than this shit. Like by the time it was over, we both were just like thank Christ it's over.
Seriously.
And I'm sure we'll find something. We'll literally watch any movie that'll be better than this. Like I'm pretty much down for watching anything because now I'm like starving for something good. But I mean, I guess just to make it giving this a 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
0. Not kidding. Yeah, it's a 1 out of 10 for me. Absolutely pitiful. Absolutely boring. A testament to my patience.
Real good nap and answer though.
It's a really good nap movie, I will say.
Yeah, if you can't sleep, put this on. You'll be right to sleep.
And for people who have liked the movie, I'm generally curious like what you like about this movie because I just feel like there's just nothing to like in this one, especially when we have seen like so many like fucked up films. Most of them, yes, they're bad, but they at least give you like some they give you like more reactions than this. This one's probably like maybe like one of the least reactionary fucked up films that we've seen. The one that shall not be named gave us more he gave you more reactions than me, but I mean I don't think I really had much reaction because I seen it twice. And I also knew about the movie even before watching it, but that's besides the point. But yeah, very bad movie.
It was very bad.
Very bad. Not worth seeing. But if you have seen it, what you think of the movie? If you like it, I'm curious why. If you don't, leave me a comment as well. And if you like this video, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next review. So, take care.